Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we are going to do this eye. Bet you won't be able to guess what it is. It's pretty, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do this eye. Actually, we're going to do an entire face. Pretty much everything I have is new makeup. Some of it I've never used before. So if you're up for seeing how I arrived here, what I used, what I think, hearing about me watching the net after, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years, and hearing a little story about when we got our first computer, then just keep watching. Originally, this video was going to be like a Lancome versus a L'Oreal thing, but that didn't work out so good. It turns out that the foundation that was supposed to be a dupe for this, I don't know why anyone would think that, but it was not. And it was a truly bad foundation, which surprised me because I've had L'Oreal foundations in the past that I've loved. So anyway, I haven't used this foundation in, oh gosh, 9 years, maybe? And I thought, let's see how I like it now, after all that time. I also thought about, I picked up this. It's the Lancome Renergy. Okay. And I thought about using it, but I think what I'm going to do instead is save this, and I can do a video where I'm comparing like all of the Lancome foundations. Okay, so this one is called the True Match Super, and I do remember I used to get 2 of these and mix them together, but we're just going to use this one here. I don't think I'm going to prime. I think what I'll do is I'll just put some of this Derma-E. This is relatively new to me. It's a hydrating mist. Yeah, we'll just put that on. And I've got a bunch of new stuff here that we're going to do together. A little bit of it I did already because, like I said, I was doing that Lancome and the L'Oreal one, and it was pitiful. These marshmallow sponges, I've been dedicating using them because I'm like, I think I can tear you up. But I haven't yet. And I mean, talk about soft. It's ridiculous how squishy soft these are. And there's a pink one too. It came, look how much bigger it gets. They came in the e.l.f. holiday stuff. So what have you guys been doing? I've been doing a lot of watching movies and not YouTube. So let me first apologize to all of my friends on YouTube. I know I've been laying around, so I've got time to watch, right? But I don't watch because there's something wrong with my Apple TV. It will play everything except for YouTube. And I mean, it'll play YouTube, but after so long, or if I pause it, or fast forward, or back up, or anything like that, it reboots the entire Apple TV. And, you know, that's a pain in my butt. So I've not been able to watch my YouTube friends in there. So I've been watching movies on Netflix instead. Anyway, I'm way behind. This is a pretty good color. I'm way behind watching all my friends on YouTube. I'm not going to use a concealer. I've been finding lately, even though I have a little darkness going on, I'm getting by without a concealer. So something I'm doing must be working. Eh? You know, I've told you guys before that Sandra Bullock is one of my favorite actresses. So I had the opportunity on something, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, I don't anyway, a long time ago. I think it might have been the year we moved to this house. This was when the internet was new. Do you guys remember the movie called The Net? I have always loved this loose powder by Maybelline, but I have never, for some reason, taken the plunge for the pressed powder. And Lord knows I make a mess with the loose. And I thought, I want to try the pressed now. So underneath here, I mean, this has been out a while, so you guys probably already know that there's a mirror under here with a little sponge and your powder, of course. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one on one side and one on the other, and then we will see which one looks the best on my pores, looking cakey or whatever. Want to? Of course you do. So let's turn this upside down. Let's put this on the right side of my face. Just get it in the sponge, load her all up, and just start pressing it in on the right side of my face. So anyway, I had the opportunity either on Prime, Hulu, Netflix, one of those, to watch The Net again. And those computers are so funny, but I remember vividly when that first came out and we watched it here. We watched it as a family with the kids. We didn't have a computer. Then I'm going to take this like I usually do and mist it, or what I've been doing anyway, pounce it off. And also I was watching The Net and laughing at how far we've come with these computers and whatnot. Video games and stuff like that. But, you know, they were kind of ahead of their time there with that movie, predicting where we would be with computers and privacy, that movie. And now I'm going to take my rougher number 25 setting brush, and this time we're going to use a brush and pressed powder. And let's go. I remember, though, at the end of that movie, I was genuinely scared of owning a computer. All right, let me come up closer, as if you're not close enough, and we will examine the loose powder pressed in with a wet sponge and the pressed powder, the pressed powder with a brush. I'm going to set that now with my Lancome setting spray. Anyway, I remember turning around to Shy Guy and saying, we are never getting a computer. And if we do, we're never going to get on the internet. Yeah, I don't have a new bronzer, but I was going through my bronzers and look what I found. This is the Chanel Universal, the original one. They have changed it now. They don't even have this anymore. Guys, I think this bronzer is like, what is it, 8 years old? I think it might be 8 years old. I bought this before I ever had a channel because of, I think her name was Tiffany D. I'm sure she's still around. I just don't have time to watch anymore. But she was real famous for using this. It still smells like the Chanel. If I break out, it's still creamy. So let's try it and see. I tap down. I haven't wore it in years. Okay. I do remember that it was absolutely beautiful when I did. I'm going to get this cream bronzer all in my hair. Anyway, so we swore that we were never going to get a computer, and if we did, we were never going to hook it up to the internet because we didn't want the people to get us. It looks a little orange. Well, it kind of is. But I think that back then, this orangey look was more acceptable than it is now to me. I don't know. I might have to put that up as a piece of history or something, but I don't know that I like that color on me anymore. All right, anyway. The blush, this one here. I think I've already talked to you guys about this in favorites, and I do love this, but you haven't seen it in action, and it's the Joli by Clarins, and it comes with this little brush, and we're going to use it because I like it. So I'm just going to put this on, and it's a really subtle blush. It's like pH balanced, and I mean, it just gives just a hint, And of course this is synthetic brush, just a hint of color. And it's a good hint of color. It's the kind of hint of color that's could honestly be believed that it was flush on your cheeks. So pretty. I have found that I like the Clarins subtle approach to makeup. That blush gives a little soft sheen of a highlight, so I'm not gonna put a highlight on. I'm gonna go ahead and put this, not new, I always use it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my eyebrows so that we can be ready when I do. I think my under eye over here in particular looks cakey from coming up under there with that powder. So let's try something. I'm going to take this Hydrating Mist by Derm E on this sponge. We probably just getting ready to mess it all up, but that's okay, because it's just makeup, and I doubt anybody really cares. Just even it out over here. Sort of made this family pact that we were never going to have a computer, and never were we going to hook it up to the AOL. Do you guys remember the sound of dial-up? I'm telling you what, even when dial-up was the thing that everybody had, I had no patience for it. We had to get cable in here because I had no patience. So I saw that e.l.f. while I was on their website getting the holiday stuff. I saw that e.l.f. has the skinny pencil in neutral brown. And you know I love this one in neutral brown. What we're going to do is, because this pencil here, even though I can maneuver it, I think, pretty good for what it is. I mean, that's a big chunky pencil, right? Somehow I managed to get an okay brow using it, but I thought, what if I use this like on the back part of my brow, and then on the front where I have to draw the little hairs, I use this one. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, so the kids' school was kind of pushing them to have a computer, which, as I look back on it now, I don't think they should have been allowed to force that on us. They would make the kids' homework, you know, in Word or whatever. And heck, we don't have a computer. Oh, but you can always go to the library. Or what a pain in the butt, right? So we ended up over at the Best Buy getting a computer. And it was so the kids could do their homework. That's it. Just so the kids can do their homework. Well, when you buy the computer, it comes with, or did, a disc to, of course, hook up to AOL. Because everybody wants to get mail. You've got mail. I was talking not that long ago with my youngest daughter about this, because we were reminiscing and laughing and saying, do you remember? Yes, I do remember the first time that we as a family turned on this computer. So here we are in the kitchen, and I'm sitting in the chair in front of the computer, and Shy Guy is behind me, and the kids are on either sides of me, and we turn it on. But I remember us sitting there, and we didn't know what to do. We were like, well, it wants your name, right? Because it's going to register the computer to you. Okay, here we go. I'm excited to try it. Are you? So this is how micro it is. Excited. I don't know how hard we're going to have to push, so let's see. That's light. It isn't working. No. Okay, let's push a little harder. All right, there we go. You got to get the feel of a pencil, don't you? Okay. I think I got it. And even if I bought the two of these, what would that come to? $4? Anyway, so I'm typing the name in, our name, you know, now it wants to know where we live and all this stuff. And I just remember every time that we put something in, all of us looking at each other like, what's going to happen? Are the people from the net going to come? Anyway, so we got all of that in, and of course, you know, finally got the computer set up. And we had rules over this computer. I mean, there were rules in our house for technology. My son who is the baby of the family. He's 23. He was the only kid that he knew who did not have an iPhone in school. We did not allow it. No, sir. He had an iPod that, because of iMessage, he could still text with his friends. And, you know, that was mainly so that I would know when he got to school, because he would walk to school. You know, so our kids were not left to their own devices with technology the way kids are now. At one point, I even had a keylogger on the computer so that I would know what they were doing, because they were getting in Messenger. They were learning to do stuff, and I'm like, nope, nope, nope. You're not going to end up on the side of a carton of milk or something, so you know what I mean? I was really strict with our kids, and they will tell you that. And they will also tell you now that they are thankful that I was. So if you're young and you have little kids at home, don't try to be their friend. They have a lot of friends at school. Be their parent. They'll thank you for it after they hate you. All right, listen, we're going to try this. I just got it. Becca sent this to me through the Octoly network, and I haven't had any Becca products for a while. So this is what it is. It has a colored primer or eyeshadow on one end that you put in, and then on top of it is a topper, and it is glittery. But I have faith. I want to give it a try, so we're gonna. It's in a kind of khaki-ish green, as you can see. Is that going to clash with the green I have on? I don't know. We shall see. Let's see how this works. I've not worn this yet, so I don't know. This could look totally horrible. Let's put some of it on. I normally don't do this, but okay. I wonder if this is going to set really fast, or I could have read the directions, right? That probably would have been good. I'm just going to take and blend it up with my finger. See how this goes. Okay, there seems to be a little bit of shimmer, but nothing that you would be afraid of. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it underneath here too. So you can build this and get it darker. All right. It feels really smooth. It actually kind of feels hydrating. Let me get my glasses. It's still too small. A dual-ended liquid eyeshadow to illuminate eyes like never before. On one end, a pigmented primer saturates lids in a base of rich velvety color. It is. The other applies a hyper-reflective top coat and iridescent pearls that, oh good, so it's not glitter, that blend for a multi-dimensional finish. Wear separately or layered. All right, good. This is really easy. Okay, so what's this? Something not blended? Amazing what you can see when you look at a 10 magnification mirror. While the kids were at school, I mean, you can only clean the house so much, right? And Elijah was a baby, so while he's napping and the house is clean, I really wasn't one for soap operas at that time. So what am I going to do? I decide that I'm going to get on this computer, and the web was new then. There wasn't as much info out there as there is now. You couldn't just, you know, if you didn't understand something, ask Google. In fact, there was no Google then. Remember that? Do you guys remember pre-Google? Do you guys remember pre-Netflix? I was thinking about this the other day too, because I was remembering that the way we heard about Netflix was we bought a scanner, and there was a big coupon, like a movie ticket inside of it for Netflix to try it. Yeah. And I think I was talking to Mel the other day, and I was asking her if she remembered when Hulu was free. Does anybody remember when Hulu was free? I do, because that's how I watched Lost. the first time. I ended up buying it. Okay, we're going to take the other end, and maybe we should see what this does first. Okay, that's really shimmery. Well, we're going to top this with it and see what happens. It looks like it might be gold. Oh my gosh, do you see what's happening? These are iridescent. It is really popping, this green. Oh, if this doesn't fall out, Becca, you got a winner. That's gorgeous. We will find out if it falls out. And of course, you know I'm brutal, so I will tell you. I really don't like it when there's glitter and fallout like that in my pores. And then I can't get them out of the wrinkles under my eyes. I was not expecting this. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to come all everywhere. Let's just stay right there for now. No promises on what I might do as time goes by. I don't know, I might have to change shirts, but I like that. Okay, this is a new eyeliner pencil that I did not like the first 2 times I used it. I have sharpened it now, so maybe it will do better. It's the Infallible Longwear eye pencil, and I got it in brown. Let's try it out and see how she do. Oh, that is much better. It wouldn't go in at all, and that's why I sharpened it, because I thought maybe it got dried out. That's pretty creamy. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to break it off in my eye. Anyway, I remember getting on this computer during the day. This is where it all started, actually. In that movie, The Net, Sandra Bullock is in chat rooms. Well, chat rooms have come a long way, baby. Believe me, sometime I will tell you another story about me and chat rooms, okay? Because I started a Christian chat room later down the line. Not at this point, because at that point it was just brand new. I don't care for this in the waterline so much. Tight line, it's doing pretty good. Anyway, so I ended up in a chat room, and people were being horrible in there, calling each other names, saying terrible things, and I thought, you know what? There has to be a nicer place. Like, don't they have these chat rooms for Christians who wouldn't be acting like this? You know, I mean, the things that they were calling each other and saying to each other. I got out of there quick. Then I went to the search engine. I think it was AOL or MSN. I've already shown you guys my new Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, so that kind of spoiled it for this video. But I really like this. Let me show you this really quick on its own, and then I'll put on a lip liner. So it's white, and it goes on white, see? It's like a plumper in it. I don't know that it actually plumps, but you can feel the mint. Okay, you see, it is white. However, as it starts to warm up, it'll just kind of blend into your mouth. But I love it over the top of lipstick. So I'm going to wipe that off. And what we're going to do is, I'm just going to use my Lisa Eldridge Muse pencil and put that on top of it. Anyway, so I Google, and I find Christian chat room. And I go there, and I'm sitting in there all by myself with just another person who is so mean, and they won't talk to me. I talk to them, like, hello, Jesus bot? Jesus bot. Hello, are you there, Jesus bot? I'm not kidding you. It was a robot. It's a piece of software, and they named it Jesus bot, and no one was in the room but me, so except for this bot that doesn't actually talk. It's just there to kick people out if they come in and say, you know, banned words, right? Okay, now look at that. Oh, what'd I tell you? That is pretty. I really like it. Of course, then I have to wipe it off to get the color off of it. So I'm sure I'll be through this in no time. The last thing that we're going to do is this new L'Oreal. I'm not really that impressed with this. It's called Air Volume. And I would much rather have the Unlimited. And the Unlimited seems like it goes for a ways. You'll have it for a while using it. But this is so light, you wonder if there's any product in it. Let me show you the wand. We'll just talk and I'll put this on. Keep in mind that I use a lash serum, so my lashes don't need as build up as some ladies' lashes do. If you have wimpy lashes, I don't think this is going to do much. I do like the lash that you get. It's just not boom like I thought it was going to be, like they said it was going to be. So, but it does a nice job of coating your lashes and, you know, lengthening them, separating them. As you can see, it's not real clumpy, but I mean, it can be built up. It's just that I think that for the money, you can get a better L'Oreal mascara than this. Anyway, so I'm just like in there talking to a robot. There's nobody there. And I did this for days. I'm not kidding you. I am slow. And also keep in mind, we're talking about when the web was new. Okay, there was nothing I had to compare this to. Of course, I don't think that even a small child would probably know now that it wasn't an actual person, but you know, back then I didn't know that. And so every day I would come back, you know, while Elijah was taking a nap, and I would go in this chat room and try to talk to Jesus Bot, who was the rudest Christian I have ever come across. You can't even say hi.
Jesus loves the little robots of the world.
Okay, so now you can see as I'm building this up, I don't know if you're catching it or not, that it's starting to clump on my lashes. And I got to do this number and wipe this all off. There's just better mascara by L'Oreal. L'Oreal does some really good mascaras. The commercials seemed to make me think I was going to get Monster Big out of this. All right, let me go do my hair and then I will be back to show you the finished look, and we will try to wipe this with our fingers and see what happens. Becca, I'm sorry. I'm thinking probably other people probably wouldn't do this, but I want to know. These come in 6 different combinations, and I love this so much that I bought 2 others. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty. I want to try to put a little bit more in the inner corner. So I'm just going to wipe that off real good and not over the green. That is too easy to do. Okay. My gosh. Guys, if you're looking for a fast, beautiful eye, even for Christmas, right? I think that, my goodness. This isn't sponsored. You know that, right? When I like something, I get really excited about it. So, in case you're wondering, this one is called Dusk. I hope you guys know, remember, always know that you are the best part of the Fritzy family. I love you so much. And if you're not having a blessed day, then just go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
I'm going to use this new sponge by e.l.f. It's a marshmallow. I mean, this thing is like Marshmallow Man, Marshmallow Man, Marshmallow Nose. Yes, I am 5. It gets worse. I have one. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm giving you the finger again. I don't know what, but I had the opportunity. Hello? Focus on me. know, if I was picking my nose or something, I bet you wouldn't miss that, right? Now I'm gonna take my Reffer. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Ready? Okay. Press it in. Press it in. Way in. Press it in. Press it in. Way in. A little bit closer now. Get a little bit closer now. Get a little bit closer now. Get a little bit closer now. Come on in. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Bad to the bone. On the day I was born. Remember the sound of dial-up? That ain't how that went. I don't think that's how it goes either. Oh, that eye is twitching. Twitchy, twitchy. Twitchy. I need it to stop twitching. On one end, a pigmented primator. Primator. It's the Terminator. It'll be back. So you know what happened? Curiosity killed the cat, right? Do you have a cat? If you do, keep it away from curiosity, because it'll kill it.